Hello, Tubes. So, I had 2 videos recorded today for rapid fire, but I realized that my recent video where I stated that I support the Islamic Community Center in Lower Manhattan is going to get some flack. Well, it already has. I've been getting private messages and crap like that, you know, people saying that I didn't cover the points that I should have because I posted it as response to Condell's No Ground Zero Mosque video. Well, to state that I did not cover any of his points is incorrect. I covered that it's not an insult, and that, you know, the Islamic people deserve it. They have a right to build it. Now, I've also stated the whole terrorism thing. And if you want me to go deeper into terrorism, let's go. Look at, as far as the Judeo-Christian belief system, look at the witch hunts. All the women who suffered and died horrible, agonizing deaths because they were witches. Well, they weren't actually witches. They were healers. They knew medicine, and most of them were actually midwives. Now, the witch hunts happened both here in the U.S. and in the U.K. So, I think that's something that we could both agree on as an act of terrorism committed under the name of the Judeo-Christian God. There's, like I said before, there's many extremists in all walks of life. Hell, look at soccer. You have moderate fans of certain teams and extreme fans of certain teams. And what happens when extreme fans of another team disagree with extreme fans of this team? They clash violently. Same with rugby, same with American football. But, okay. Act of terrorism. Look at Jim Jones. Claimed that God was his reason for, you know, building the compound in the French Guiana, and essentially murdered a bunch of people. Well, brainwashed them into murdering themselves. Here's my point. Islam does not teach terrorism. Sure, the jihad is an ancient doctrine, but they've moved past it. Those who didn't became the terrorists. And what they are is the fundamentalists of their religion. However, Osama bin Laden took that and ran with it in a totally wrong way. Just like Hitler did with his belief, his Catholic belief, that Jews are evil. Speaking of Jews, it is unfair to compare Islam to Nazism. According to the Quran, the Israelites, the Jews, are the chosen race. They are to be respected. They are not, there is no call to wipe out the Jews. There is no call to wipe out the Christians. There is no call to wipe out the Americans. There's no call to dominate. Well, okay, There is a call to dominate. But you know what? That call to dominate exists in every religion, except for a few. Buddhism is one of them. But on that note, here in America, we have a freedom, and that freedom is religion. We also have free speech, right to bear arms, right to vote, so on and so forth. I don't know about the UK. I don't know about freedom of religion over there. But I can say, truly, that here, Islam is a religion. It is not a... Well, okay. If you took religion out of religion, all groups would be political groups. They would all strive for domination. But, see, that's politics in general. And, like I said, they all strive for it anyway. However, my point is this. The Islamic people, Muslims, are a peaceful people. They deserve a place just as much as anyone else. Is the structure going to be a mosque? No, it is not. And it's not going to be called Cordoba House in celebration of the victory in Spain. Thank you very much. It's a community center where people of all walks of life are welcome. Well, will be welcome. It'll have a basketball court, a swimming pool, and even a culinary school. It's only the top 2 floors that are going to be dedicated to worship and prayer. But, Mr. Condell, I thought you're a rationalist. Because most rationalists don't actually fear the Islamification. They don't fear any one religion taking over, because all rationalists realize that there are so many different religions that one dominating is impossible. But what I think is, it boils down to Islamophobia or xenophobia for you, Mr. Condell. Simply because, I'm going to be blunt, you have your head up your ass on this subject. Now, I'm not attempting to be insulting. In fact, I used to respect you. You're polite, you're well-spoken, you're well-read. However, you don't have your facts straight. Now, they deserve to build this community center. And I would love to be there for the opening day. And I tell you what, here's the thing. If there is any violence on that day, it's not going to be the Muslims. It's not going to be the Islamic people. It's going to be others acting out against them. Islam has more, let me word this properly. Islam has more to fear from the rest of the community than the rest of the community has to fear from Islam. One final point. You're in the UK. Sure, the London bombings and the shooting in Mumbai and all that, whatever. That affects you. 9/11 does not. A Islamic worship center combined with a community center does not concern you. It doesn't even concern me. Because, face it, I live in America. You know, America has a freedom of religion. Also, I live in Nevada, across the fucking country. You live across the ocean, you know? So what's your problem? Anyway, I'm going to end it by saying, again, if anyone soapboxes on my comments, I'm going to delete your fucking comments. If you have a valid argument to raise against me, please do raise it. I welcome all arguments. But as of now, I'm done with this subject. And again, I will say, my name is Yanni. I support the building of the so-called Ground Zero Mosque, which is not even a few yards away. It's more like 5 blocks. Yeah. Anyway, peace, guys. Have a good one.